Good good evening. Hello. Okay. Good evening. Welcome to another episode of Uncommon Sense with Jose Negron. First of all, I just want to apologize because I originally had programmed this to start at 9 o'clock, but due to the fact that I believe Latin splaining is going on at 9:05, for that reason, um, it's been changed to 8 o'clock. In any way, shape, or form. Good evening. This is Jose Negron of Uncommon Sense. And the reason here on this platform, we talk about everyday issues where we try to find logical solutions, but not everyone uses logic. For that reason, it is called Uncommon Sense. I just want to let everybody know that I'm currently live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Being that this is the Memorial Day weekend, uh, first of all, I want to start giving a huge shout out to all those um, souls that died in military service. I also want to give a huge shout out uh, to all the family members that lost loved ones. Um, I'm not going to claim to understand what it is to lose loved ones in military service. And, the fact of the matter is they, um, they show the supreme sacrifice by dying for our country so we can enjoy the privileges and right that we all achieve. Um, First of all, I just want to let everybody know that a huge shout out to all those that have already subscribed to the channel, uh, whether it be from day one or just recently. I really appreciate all the love and support that you've given me. I also want to give a huge shout out to all those who follow me on social media. And I want to give a huge shout out to all those who allow me to enter into your devices. I'm going to ask you to do the following. If you have not done so, I'm going to ask that you please subscribe, like, and hit the bell notification to all. So therefore, whenever I do go live, or actually, whenever I do prepare content and go live, you will have the opportunity to either catch it live or catch it on the playback. Before I forget, I just want to let everybody know that the subscriber mode is currently on. What does that mean? That means that if you have not done so, if you wish to enter a comment in the chat, you will need to subscribe to the channel. Okay. This might be a short stream. We'll just have to see how it goes. Uh, as you can see by the thumbnail, uh, okay, excuse me. Um, we're having open discussion tonight. Okay. And I see that we have Keisha in the chat. Good evening. Okay, just give me a moment because my computer is acting up. And I want to start out by saying a huge shout out to Keisha, okay, because she actually uh, reached this week um, 300 subs. And I just want to say, huge shout out to you, okay? Um, and the fact of the matter, that is an achievement, okay, to actually reach reach 300 subs. Okay, I'm really happy for you, Keisha. Happy uh, regarding to success that you have made, and it just shows what you can do as far as a YouTube as a YouTube creator. And the fact of the matter is, she does produce a great deal of content, whether it be live or recorded. So, shout out to you for all the success that you have achieved, Keisha. Okay. Um, Now, actually, I'm going to start out by talking about some of the weird things that happened this month. Okay. And actually, I'm just going to focus on two crazy things. Okay. Yes. Well, you know what? You deserve your success. Okay. And I'm happy to say that. Okay. You truly success. And it's a pleasure that I've known you not just here in these YouTube streets, but as a member of our local SSE local 371. Okay. Now, getting back to the topic. Now, this month I had two crazy things that happened to me. First of all, someone had hacked into my Facebook account, and then there was a virus which people, all my contacts got some sort of craziness stating someone died. And actually, believe it or not, Keisha's father actually got a message stating that that I had passed away, which is like, you're kidding. So first of all, what she did, she called me just to make sure that I'm alive. Yes, that's right. Uncommon folk. Let's get the flags up, please. So what she did was she actually called me just to check and see if I was okay. Which is like, yeah, I'm okay. It's like, well, she got a message stating that I have passed away. Obviously, I'm here. I'm not a ghost. Which which actually led me to do a stream, and the actual title was "I am not a ghost. I am alive." So what I actually did one of the few times was to actually came up, um, just to let everybody know that I am alive. Okay, and it was it's just that it's weird, but it's also gratifying to see a large number of the uncommon folk contingent were there to express their love towards me. So I really appreciate that. And then another thing happened was that in one day I actually lost 15 subs, and it's like, what the heck is going on? So I kept looking, and it's like I'm losing subs. Now, the fact of the matter is, I know that I have people that do not like my content, and not every time that you do a screen that you can produce winners. Sometimes you produce some clunkers along the way. But losing 15 subs in one day, and I noticed not only this happened to me, but it also happened to Golden Goddess and Multiracial Movement. I'm happy to say that I have regained most of the 15 subs that I have lost. Okay. And the fact of the matter is, how I dealt with the fact that I was being hacked. First of all, not being bitter, number one. And number two, as far as I'm concerned, the best form of revenge that I can get from the haters and those who have issues with me is just to enjoy myself and be the best version of myself. So that's how, this has been one of those, this is one. And perfectly honest, I didn't think they have totally prepared to deal with some of the craziness that's happened in this YouTube. I have adapted, okay, and I have learned, what to do and what not to do. So, in any case, let's get into um, the stream this week. So, of course, everybody know I had 3 streams. Just give me a moment so I can. Okay, I'm just keeping an eye. Okay, because Latin Splaining is going on at 9:05 my time, so I'm just trying to keep. Okay, so the first stream I did was it was regarding TikTok. It's owned by the Chinese government. Um, I think the more appropriate answer is TikTok, to a certain extent, is influenced by the Chinese government. And the reason why I discussed this topic was the fact that in the state of Montana, um, they have outlawed the TikTok app in the state of Montana going into effect before, and caught with the downloading the TikTok app costs up to a $10,000 fine. Now, I've stated before that it was a huge stretch for many reasons. First of all, there's the issue of free speech, because and if they can justify um, banning TikTok, they can try to justify banning other platforms like YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, uh, Snapchat, also Discord. So what I will be doing is as I get more information regarding the possible lawsuits that occur, and cases, if it gets to the Supreme Court, I will be sharing this information with all of you. Okay. And on Wednesday, actually, it wasn't meant to be, but basically, it was part 2 of the stream. Actually, the name of the stream was called "The Bus Driver Remark Pushback," and this had to do with the remarks that Ebony K. Wings had made, which had become very controversial for whatever reason. Okay. Now, I stated before, which was the following: uh, every person, and I repeat, every person, have the right to state whatever they wish. Every person has the right to state their preferences. So basically, the whole purpose of the stream was to discuss the pushback. And I did not realize um, the reaction. Okay. But the fact of the matter is, you have people that have strong opinions either way. And that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. Um, and the conclusion I made was the following: to a certain extent, I can see their point of view, but the pushback was not warranted. Okay, because look, if you can just analyze everything without the emotion, Ebony K. Wins was expressing her constitutional right to express her point of view as she see fit, and she was expressing her preference. Okay, And everyone, male or female, has the right to express their preferences as they see fit. Okay. And I have to admit, it was interesting. Unfortunately, I was plagued with technical problems again. Um, I don't know if it's whether it be the Wi-Fi or that StreamYard or what have you. But of course, it got a little spicy. But I think when everything is said and done, everyone was able to state their point of view, and we could all debate and not get emotional. Okay. So, which brings me to next week's streams. I have two streams scheduled so far. Um, the first stream I'm going to be doing has to do with loneliness. Okay, how to deal with loneliness. That's something that everyone has dealt with. Okay, particularly during the um, onset of the pandemic when we could not gather together in groups and what have you. Yeah, to be honest, Keisha, I didn't. It was not my intent to go that way. It does went that way. But I think what I'm gonna have to do going forward is that whenever there's any controversial topics, I'm gonna have to say, you know what, guys, you can state whatever you want. Let's be respectable and let's try to tone it down a bit, okay? And I'm gonna have to, it's a lesson learned. So I'm gonna be talking about loneliness and how to deal with it. And so it's gonna be on Tuesday night. The next night, I'm going to be doing a topic regarding a shout out to the service personnel. So basically, it's going to be dedicated to all the men and women in our armed forces, okay, who actually put their lives on hold for multiple years um, in order to serve and protect our country. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I would suggest that you catch the playback. The thing is, it's 3 hours long. Also, if you like to share it, by all means do so. Um, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be sharing some information regarding some of the things that our service personnel has to deal with. Okay, I'm going to be doing another stream on Friday night. I'm still working on what would be the topic. If I don't come up with anything specific, it might just be another open discussion. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to be talking about one YouTube creator that tends to be rather hypocritical. Okay. I'm referring to the Owl Show. Now, lately, the Owl Show has been going on his platform, making a whole bunch of accusations regarding golden goddess and multiracial movement, talking about um, that they're racist, talking about that their content is pure garbage, and that they're not welcome in the mixed races, and supposedly a whole bunch of YouTube creators support and agree with the Owl Show. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share. Let me see. Okay. Now, here's the thing. If you, it's you can talk about whatever that's on your topic, on your platform. Okay, talk about popular content or bloopers. You know what? I'll probably gonna do that at some point. Okay. I already discussed funny moments. I'm probably gonna discuss that at some point. I just need to have an idea. Now, the Our Show has been on this so-called crusade against um, Golden Goddess and multiracial movement and so and the sector, so to speak. However, if you take a look at his platform and the channels that he's featured are Golden Goddess, multiracial movement, and identity with self. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can share my screen. Okay, just give me a moment. Okay, let's see. Hopefully my computer will cooperate and download. Okay. Okay. Now let me just. Okay. No, this is no. This is the, no. Now this. Now when I mean my hypocrisy, is you're talking about people who are supposedly so bad, supposedly so wicked, supposedly so whatever, but yet you have these people on your platform. Okay. Now, as you can see here, this is the channel for the L Show. Okay. Now, here lists the people that he subscribed to. Okay. Now, let me just scroll this down. Just give me a moment. Okay. Now, one of the person that he's been talking about that that he has issue is a person called Identity Withheld. But as you can see here, he subscribed to Identity Withheld. Okay. Now, my question is this: if you go around saying that this person's so evil, this person's so bad, why have you subscribed to this person? Why? Okay. Now I'm going to scroll down even further. Now, look, people, another person that has subscribed to is Golden Goddess. Al, I thought Gigi was a racist. I thought Gigi was trash. I thought Gigi was, talking about, you know, trashy content, but yet you have subscribed to her channel. Why is that? And then I'm just going to scroll down further. Just give me a moment. Okay, I apologize because my computer is acting up. Okay. And lo and behold, look who else he subscribed to. Multiracial movement. Al, I'm surprised at you. I thought um, Golden Goddess and multiracial movement are the enemy of the biracial spaces. So my question is the following. If they are the enemy, why have you subscribed to their channels? Okay? Explain it to me, please. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stop sharing my screen. Okay. Okay, let me just. Okay. And I see here we have Denise. Good evening, daughter. I understand that you're going live tonight at 6:05 your time. That's the reason why I move my stream so that way I won't conflict with yours. And I see here we have Irby in the couch in the chat. Now, before I continue, let me just state that both Latin Splaining and Keisha have their own YouTube channels. Okay, so I'm going to ask you to do the following. If you have not done so, please consider subscribing to their channels. Yeah, yeah, Irby. That's I mean, yeah. I mean, here. Okay, this is the thing. He's talking so much snap. Okay, he's talking so much crap regarding uh, Gigi and Multi, but not, it purely shows that he subscribed. Okay, that's right. That's the reason why. That's the reason why I'll be. Well, yes, I do have TikTok, Denise. Actually, I actually did um a stream regarding what happened in Minnesota where they banned the TikTok app and you know what? Um, I okay. Concern, yes. Worried, no. Okay. First of all, I'm not going to share anything crazy or private in TikTok. Basically, all I share on my TikTok page is like short motivational videos. So if the Chinese want to listen to me talk about that, well, you know what? Um, if you want one day, okay, whenever you're not busy, we can discuss how you could get into TikTok. Okay, but well, like I said before, when it comes to social media, whether it be YouTube, whether it be Facebook, whether it be Instagram, whether it be Twitter or TikTok, I don't post public. I don't post private information. Okay, but Denise, one day when you're not busy, I'll walk you through it if you wish. Oh, before I forget, I hope Grayson is doing well. I can just imagine that he's growing big and strong, and it's, I'm happy, to see how my cyber grandson is doing. Okay, but let's get back. But the hypocrisy. Oh my goodness. Oh God. Look at this. This is this. Preach to the Chinese host, and next thing you know, they'll become couple because your TikTok. You know what? Only an atheist can say that. But you know what, Denise? I love your sense of humor. Yes, I can just imagine. I can just imagine. And you know what? Um, before this year is out, I got to go to LA, okay, and visit. But the thing is, you're talking about converting your home into a museum, and you're going to charge your father a fee for entry. You really going to do that, daughter? You really going to do that? If you're going to charge me a fee, at least charge me um, a discount for being a senior citizen, because according to you, I'm old as dirt. No, but Denise, why? Okay, daughter. That wasn't. First of all, that was a porn. First of all, that was not brujeria. That was a famous porn. Okay, number one. Number two, that was something I read in 2021. This is 2023. I mean, it's like, oh boy. And I don't get it. Okay, I don't get it. I mean, oh gee, get a load of this, folks. Get a load of this. $35 entry fee, and I'll give you a 20% discount. Really? So you're gonna charge me $28 to go into your home? Really? We're gonna go there, okay? We're gonna go there. How about I give you? Okay, how about if I gave you instead of $35? How about if I gave you a $30 um, gift card for Starbucks? Okay, how about that? Okay. Um, Now I see here we got someone here, so I'm gonna ask Pookie Irving. Okay, now I'm not even gonna go into the disclaimer because
Hey, how you doing?
good evening.
Hey, I'm doing good. So,
How you
I'm
doing?
just trying I'm just trying to go and be the good old Pookie for the hood.
Okay,
Nah, but how you doing, Don
okay.
Jose?
Well, how you doing? How you doing, Don Armando?
I'm good.
What? So I'm gonna give you that plus a $30 interest rate? Oh my goodness.
Damn.
And now, mind you, I'm a cyber father. I'm a cyber father. That's the crazy part. Um. So what you thought about my last stream regarding Ebony K. Williams and the pushback?
To me, I think it was a respectful show. I mean, certain people.
Okay. It looks like there is some music on the background. So unfortunately, whenever there's music in the background, Donovan has to mute himself because if not, he's concerned that this channel will be hit with a strike. But yeah, you know what?
Yeah, as I was saying, I mean, it was respectful and everything like that. And me, I try to do the best country accent I can. So
Yeah.
and shout out to
Yeah.
Kaisha and
Well,
Denise. Yo, Denise, you
well,
should have checked
actually,
out.
I actually,
Yeah, I was
I'm
saying
sorry. Go
like
ahead.
Denise should have checked out my stream last night about the MGTOW because there's a lot of people who have the misconception of MGTOW. And when I was talking to JD Miles, he actually broke down the misconceptions of MGTOW and how that movement. I guess he's been a part of that movement since 2015. So you should have checked it out,
Okay.
Denise. It was great.
Yeah. Well, the fact of the matter is, she is a mother now, a mother now, so she has to devote time to Grayson, and she has to devote time to her hubby.
Facts.
Okay. So actually, Denise is going to be live tonight around 9 o'clock. So So what happened was I had to like stop my stream an hour early. I usually don't do that. It's just that of course, I have to show my support to my cyber daughter, or one of my cyber daughters anyway. So, but you know what? This has been a crazy month. First of all, because I was uh, hacked by someone into my Facebook account, and people getting message regarding that I had passed away, which led me to do a stream to let everybody know, hey, I'm here, I'm alive. And
Got you.
then earlier, the fact that I lost 15 subs in one day.
I mean, it's funny because I had like this week, no, actually this month I lost like three and then gained back three. What a
Yeah,
jiffy.
yeah. But you know what? But you know what is the ultimate hypocrisy? The Owl Show. Now, if you know, he's been going on a rampage, talking about that Gigi and Multi do not belong in the biracial spaces, and that they've been excommunicated, so to speak. However, if you look into his platform, it shows that he has subscribed to Golden Goddess, multiracial movement, and someone from the sector called Identity Withheld.
Mm. Me personally, I ain't worried too much about the house show. I know I have a beef with certain with two content creators. Well, not the ones that really matter anyway, but just the two with two content creators that are known for doxing people. So one of these
Yeah.
content creators, I guess, is mad because of whatsoever, and say, oh, he was gonna try to do an expose on me or whatsoever, so I blocked him. I mean, at the end of the day, I could have whoever I want on my show and everything, but if people don't like me, don't like a person being on my show or whatever, I'm like, okay, so if you're mad that I have certain people that you don't like, and then you want to try to put me under the bus just because I'm the host of my platform, there's only one thing that I'm going to say. I'm not going to be bullied on my platform. I am friends who I'm friends with, and if people can't take it, oh well. And you don't even have to like the channel. I just blocked you, and I keep it moving. I don't see why people
Well,
want to go and say, "Oh, want to say, oh, we're going to dox you. We're going to make sure you leave, you get fired and etc." I'm like, you know what? Do your worst, because I don't really care no more. I blocked you. I'm doing
but
what
you
I got
know,
to do.
but you know what? Okay.
All right, I'm here.
But you know what's the crazy thing? Okay, but you know what's the crazy thing is that um, people have gotten on my back because of the people that I choose to associate with. Guess what? I associate whoever I wish. And as far as being on a platform with people that I had beefs in the past, I mean, we can be cordial, okay, and respectable, okay? And I do not police what other people do on their platforms. But unfortunately, some people do not grasp that concept.
Exactly.
You know, and to keep it 100. Look, I've been on multiple platforms, and there have been times when I'll be a platform where one person has a beef with another person. Okay, I can get on whatever platform and just discuss whatever is the topic for the day without me getting involved, because whenever there's a beef that one YouTube creator has with another, to me that's an internal issue, and I don't get involved in internal issues. The only reason I might get involved if they try to drag me into the stupidity. Otherwise, if people don't like certain YouTube creators or certain people in general, so what? That's my point of view.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like to me,
Yeah.
everybody they mad because of whatsoever. And like on one of my previous streams, I just found out like two of my biggest detractors, they the guy who keeps talking, he says that they try to dox me just so they could try to see that I'm not who I say I am. But they actually hit the roadblock, which is the truth.
Okay.
And it's also that's why some of them block, and they try, and the people that I block, they always try to steal a picture of me and my wife and try to make troll accounts with me and my wife while certain content creators is talking. I'm like, to me, you could go take a picture of me and everything what you want. At the end of the day, I know who I am, and some of these people they can't even have a good talking point. So if they're so mad that I'm saying who I am and it goes against their racist narrative, I don't care. Because 9 times out of 10, I will never see these people in the streets because they're scared.
Yeah. Well, I've said this before and I'm going to say it again. Let the circus be the circus, okay? And let the peanut gallery be the peanut gallery. Now, as far as the person that hacked into my Facebook account, see, for me, the best form of revenge is enjoying my life and being the best version of myself. Okay. It
Yeah, I'm
looks
back.
like okay. So, but it's just that this whole thing about doxing, what have you, it's so childish and what have you. And look, and I said this before and I say it again. You don't like my content, you know, no one's obligated to listen to me. And one thing that I'm gonna say this in general. If if you're comfortable in who you are, if you choose to self-identify in whatever fashion you see fit, doesn't matter what other people think.
No, it doesn't.
All
But
right.
at the same time, it's to the point that certain people. This one thing I'm just gonna say too. Don Jose.
Yes.
It's like you have certain people. You could be who you are, right? But from from what I've seen, people who are liars, and then when they can't have their point to actually talk to people in a rational sense, their lies, depending on who they are or depending on what it's from, could actually hurt people in the process. If you get what I'm trying to say. I mean, for
Yes.
I'll put an example. Hitler, right? So Hitler
Okay.
had his hatred for various groups, even the financially protected class, which I'm not going to say. So with his fervor and his propaganda, not only people started being normalized into the propaganda, you had certain people who start believing it. And then when you have certain people who are believing the lies of a person just because of a
Mhm.
personal feeling, 9 times out of 10, when you try to defend yourself or
Okay.
anything like that, certain people, they'll try to say, "Oh, don't defend yourself. Oh, you're this, you're that." And I've gotten this all the time when I'll be on certain platforms. They'll say, "Oh, shut up. Don't go around and defend yourself." I'm like, "For what? It's me." And at the end, while I was taught in life, your reputation is everything in certain cases. So if a person want to go and try to speak ill, I mean, I'm talking about in anything, right? There's certain cases that you could just let it off and keep it moving. But if it's to the point that these people are so angry that they'll try to come at people that you love, this is where I draw the line. And me personally, I'm going to say it. There's certain people that there's a certain content creator that I actually saw at the Dominican parade, and and I could tell you that he's a punk. And 9 times out of 10, when I actually do my own content, I found out that not only one or two or three, I found out it was like maybe 5 people who were mad just because I said my ethnicity or I choose to identify what my parents are. So it got to the point that
Mhm.
what the detractors were actually what certain people on my panel were saying that these people were actually going to the point of not only doxing me, you're actually doxing Truth Teacher, where they actually stole a picture of him, I guess, in a tanning salon, and they stole a whole bunch of other pictures of other content creators, and just to make their show interesting, they actually act like they're fake, um, or make fake accounts, trying to portray who I am and other content creators just because of their hatred. So in the long run, that could be harmful to anybody with the channel because they could actually shut it down, and then they'll try to say, "Oh, you did this and did that," when the fact is you didn't do anything. So therefore, we as content creators, we have to watch out because of these fake accounts. Because some of these fake
Yeah.
accounts and they're in some of these commenters hateful fervors is better than the real ones.
Okay. Um, it's either because there's some music playing in the background, or maybe there's some technical difficulties on Don Armando's end, which is why he muted himself. Um, Look, the fact of the matter is, we do have to be diligent regarding, our distractor and our haters and what have you. Um, that's why there's certain things you should never post on any platform, because unfortunately there are people that will try to take advantage of that. I've seen it with certain YouTube creators, and unfortunately, I've seen some YouTube creators, mainly female, that have been, subject of ridicule and attack. And mostly, there are some male creators, but mostly the female creators, because for some reason, some people have the impression that YouTube is Tinder or Bumble. I got news for you people. This is not a hookup place. This is not a date place. Okay, if you want to hook up
Exactly.
with someone, if you want to hook up someone or date someone, whatever, there's like literally hundreds of apps out there that you can do that. Or what about try something old fashioned, like actually go to places where other people hang out? But unfortunately, we're living at an age where the immaturity runs rampant. And not only the immaturity, but the hypocrisy as well. Particularly when it becomes that a certain YouTube creators going around um,
I mean,
spreading.
to
Yeah.
talk about the hypocrisy, this is what I'm going to say too. I'm going to
Mhm.
say whenever I'm actually dissing certain people, like on the chats, right? And then people was like, "Oh, don't do this or don't do that." To me, is this, and I'm going to say a certain person, the Washington Heights Wookie, right? The Washington Heights Wookie has always have a hatred towards me, right? And it's gotten to the point that the Wookiee is actually trying to say that my wife is Egyptian. So every time me and this Wookiee always argue and everything like that, she has no facts about me whatsoever. She'll try to go and gaslight people over facts that I have presented about myself and my family. And it's gotten to the point whenever me and her argue, you have certain people's like, "Oh, don't diss her." Why not? Nobody says anything when the person's dissing my wife. So therefore, when I diss her, they're like, "Oh, don't do this." I've been blocked several times and everything like that. What makes this damn Wookiee so powerful? I mean, like, come on. I could go around and we could have an argument right there, and then people want to say that when I have an argument after a person disses me, that I'm wrong. Fuck that shit. Excuse my language.
Mhm. It's okay. Now, the one thing I made it perfectly clear: I don't censor people here. Well, actually, you saw my last stream, so I mean, for anyone that's doubting that fact, all you gotta do is just take a look at last stream and how everyone interacted. So I don't censor people here.
To me, is this people who want to censor me and everything like that? I'm just gonna be honest. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna be in your panel no more. Because when people are talking bad about me and everything like that, and then you want to try to make it hard for a person to fight back, fuck that shit. I'm just calling it out right there. Fuck it. So that's why I'll be on my own panel.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
I don't censor people unless if you're gonna go and talk something stupid or racist. The last person I censored on my panel was what's his name, Tim Asuna or something like that, because he actually went up and on a fake account to try to troll what I was saying. Remind you, no, because it was the people that actually told me about how certain people are trolling me. They were actually telling me how Tim Asuna, they actually gave like his whole repertoire on what he is. And I don't discriminate against people, but at the same time, his trolling is because of fascination with the same sex. So that's why he always be trolling. When that was revealed, he actually came on and tried to act like he was defending himself. I blocked him.
Interesting. Well, actually, he's been blocked from this platform as well. More or less for more or less for the same reason. Because look, when everything is said and done, okay, this is a safe space. Oh, let me put it this way: I try to keep it a safe space for everyone to have their discussion. I don't censor people unless you do something really crazy, whatever. And everyone is allowed to express their point of view. The only thing that gets to be an issue is that when certain people don't allow others the same courtesy to speak, which is why certain people have been banned from my platform. Okay, and and those who follow me know who's been banned. But
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, and like I said before, look, um, And the first time, I guess, Fighter had a beef with Denise, MK, and Brotep, and then there was this stream that he did, and all of a sudden, tossing ticks. It's like, what the hell did I do? So I actually went on Fighter's stream and politely asked it this question: do you have an issue with me? And all this then because somehow the word got out that people need to fear me. And it's like, first of all, I don't swing that way. I don't try to intimidate anybody. But I do insist that people give me the respect that I give others. And Fighter said himself he doesn't have he didn't have a beef with me. It says that it says that allegedly it was said that people need to fear us, including me. And it's like, I get it. People will have beef with each other and they'll say whatever they're gonna say. But when everything's said and done, I'm going to associate with who I wish to associate with. I know people are sick and tired of me saying this, but I'm going to keep saying it again. If you're cool with me, I'm cool with you. And I don't turn my back on my friends. Point blank. And another thing I won't do is I won't attack others just to create views or subs on my platform. Okay, because I don't have to resort to that. I produce enough quality content. I don't have to resort to that.
I agree. And to me, talking to JD Miles yesterday gave like a lot of clarity. And certain people, they'll try to beef with them and everything like that. But during our interview yesterday, you could actually tell that he's a very articulate man.
Yes.
He actually said of what he went through. And it was funny because me and him, we were actually talking, and he was saying that with his movement whatsoever, people have resorted to telling salacious lies about him. Like, for example, one of the lies that I've heard is that he's a racist and part of the Israelites,
Mm-hmm.
which happens to be a lie because he actually said it himself, like on his channel, that he is a Christian. So
Okay.
he doesn't identify with that group whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
The second part is that he was saying is that one of his detractors were trying to say that I don't know if I never really talked politics with him, but I'm just saying from the videos and the channel, it's not really about politics. He was actually saying now of how the MGTOW movement, like within the interview, was saying that they actually strayed away so far from the manosphere altogether because they see their hypocrisy. They're really doing their own thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then the people who are trying to tie the MGTOW and the incels together don't know what they're talking about. He actually explained on my chat on our little show yesterday that MGTOWs, that the incels are actually virgins. MGTOWs are men that actually had children or they're in a relationship or whatever have you. But at the same time, they're just trying to go their own way. and
Mhm.
people and he was saying that the common thread that separates incels from MGTOW is that incels never been with a woman. A MGTOW has. So
Mhm.
therefore, that's the common line between those two.
Okay,
Yeah.
I see. Well, you know, it was an interesting dialogue that you had with him, and it did bring some interesting points. But of course, people love to create uh, certain stories and whatnot. But look, but I will say this much. This has been a weird month for me, considering that people actually got the message that I have died.
Man, I've gotten worse.
Yeah.
I've gotten messages of people saying that I'm in jail.
Uh huh.
People say people saying I'm a gang member. And
Really?
yeah, I mean the most I've seen was through an ex that tried to convince the whole world that I was crazy after what she did.
Really?
So therefore she can mask what she did to me. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So
Interesting.
this is what happened. After my mother died, I was in a relationship. Then I found out that this person was cheating on me. I confronted her about it, and she knew, and she always was trying to lie. Then one day I found
Hmm.
out. One day, as a relationship, I'm like, yeah, I gave her a part of money. I found out what she really used the money for was to cover up something that she did. And I told her I want my money back because apparently, you don't know that person was actually trying to cover up something.
Hmm.
So I could say I had a mental breakdown whatsoever.
Hmm.
Person want to try to call me crazy whatsoever. Try to make the whole world think that, oh, I'm crazy and everything like that. So when I saw that this person was trying to make sure and try to make sure that my friends were thinking bad about me or anything like that, I fought back.
Hmm.
And it even
Really?
got to the point, they're on some internet forums. She was saying everything. But then when everybody came and hit her with the truth, she it was like she told like 5 different stories about me. None of them were true.
Hmm.
And it turns out that people they actually saw what I was worth and everything, and they started siding with me again.
Okay.
With that, I lost on. I can't really say I lost because if a person's gonna believe a lie about you, it wasn't your, and then you didn't really do anything to them. It wasn't really your friend to begin with.
Hmm. I see.
And after a while, I don't know how it got to her ears, but she says, "Oh, when me and the ex, we actually had like the last time we were cursing out each other. She was like, "Oh, you have a girlfriend and everything like that." I'm like, "Why is it your business? What I'm doing in my life now?"
Yeah.
Because apparently you didn't care who I was. You were trying to tell everybody that I'm crazy. So now
Okay.
you're mad because I fought back.
Yeah. Okay. Excuse me, Don Armando. I'm going to cut this stream short because Denise is going live now, and I just want to make sure that I support her. So I'm just going to
I'm
wrap.
I'll be around too.
Okay. So you have any last minute remarks? Try to keep it brief, please.
Oh yeah, of course. Um, be true to yourself, and these YouTube streets are treacherous. Just always stand on your feet and stand on what you believe in. That's all I gotta say.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Don Armando. And people, if you're not done so, please subscribe to this channel. First of all, I just want to give a huge shout out to everyone that appeared on the chat and all the cloud watchers. Basically, my final remarks is going to be short, which was when I do these streams, we discuss multiple topics. So I just want to say a huge shout out to the family of the service personnel that they lost their loved ones serving this country. And when everything is said and done, let's just be the best version of ourselves. So with that being said, um, this has been another episode of Uncommon Sense with Jose Negron. Take care and peace.
Strong.